How to not shake hands with booty diggers. Take one, Mark. You know, there's something about this booty, like people scratching it, people smelling like it, people putting their fingers in it and stuff. It just makes me uncomfortable. And I'm gonna help you to not shake their hands and just avoid the cultural norms in the most respectful and confident way available, whether you are a male or a female, a man or woman, or otherwise. I'm Artie, I'm here to help you. This is Stop Sounding Stupid. You're in church, and there's a person who wants to go hug you. And of course, you go to Brooklyn Tabernacle. So Pastor Cymbala comes out, he's singing, he don't have the greatest voice, no offense to him, I love him, but he's not a singer. But he sings, and then all of a sudden he says, all right, so look, go around for the next 30 seconds and hug somebody, show the love of the Lord. And you say, no, I don't want to hug anyone. Well, I went to go hug this woman. Now, again, you got to remember, even back then, I was like 6'1", right? And I'm like 185 to 210, right? I'm bigger than most normal people, but I'm definitely bigger than this woman who was right around about this tall. I'll never forget what she did. I went for a hug, and you know, you present yourselves friendly and stuff like that. I'm a people pleaser, so I don't want her to feel uncomfortable. So I said, hey, how are you? Notice how I presented my hands like so. Hey, how are you? She reached up, grabbed my hand, and with the most love I have ever felt to one hand, she brought my hand down, looked me in my eye, and said, may he bless you. Two hands shaking. Now, you yourself may just not want to be touched at all. In that case, you do what another friend of mine did, right? It was a young woman. We were in a startup together, and she just did not like being touched, right? Don't touch her on the arm when talking to her. Don't lightly tap her when you're laughing. She would do this whenever you went for a hug or a handshake. Thanks so much. A small movement that meant so much. It was a shift of the body. It was hands brought down. It was eye contact made. She was telling you, I don't want to be touched. Now, we're actually stepping into boundaries at this point, right? We're talking about what you will and will not accept and what you're willing and not willing to enforce. But before we get into like boundary conversations, which I can do a whole new series on boundaries, I have a whole series, there's a 2 or 3-part series on this channel right now on boundaries. But for right now, instead of digging into boundaries, I just want you to have some general ideas. You just saw a person at work literally dig their hand in and scratch them cheeks. And you do not want to shake booty diggers' hands. Here are a few ways to get out of that. Way number 1. Let's just pretend for a moment that you actually do like fist bumping, right? And let's be honest, whether you like it or not, just do it. I don't care. The person puts out their hand, they extend it to you, and you are going to present fist like so. Okay? Present fist. Perfect. Did you see how my arm, right, it comes up, right there. Halfway between my waist and my chin, right there. Okay? You just, hey. If they don't get the hint and they try to wrap their hand around, you pull it back and you reach out again. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes nonverbal communication is not enough. When nonverbal communication is not enough, no, we don't get violent. Okay, you can. I'm joking. I do not condone violence. But what you do is now you give them the verbal response. I hate to say that your coworkers are like dogs, but sometimes they are. So if I see a dog, my dog, that's doing something I don't want said dog to do, well, there are only 2 ways I'm going to communicate with that dog. There's a third way, which is authority, but that's a whole nother conversation. One is by a physical response, in body language or otherwise. I'm literally gonna,
I'm not sure what you're trying to edit.
Second, I'm going to give them or no, or or a, or even like some of the dog trainers I know. It's something quick, it's something fast, right? So now I have extended my fist, I pull it back, and then I give it to you again. You're trying to touch. Oh no, I don't do that. I don't do that. Fist bump. That's all I say. I don't do that. I don't do that. Fist bump. Now here's the thing, right? You've got to be confident in that. Now I talk about confidence a lot, becoming confident, becoming capable, not just getting the words that are in your head out, but also in what you want to do. I'm telling you, rule number 1 of confidence is preparedness. I've already prepared how I'm going to respond to somebody that wants to snail. Or I don't know what this is. I forgot what they do. Like if you put out your fist and they grab it. Oh, paper takes rock is what they call it, right? So if somebody paper takes rock you, or they're about to, because you got to be paying attention, man. You can't just put it out there and they paper rock you, and all of a sudden now you got booty digger hand on your fist. Like you avoided touching this part of your hand, the light part, but they touched this part. That's not good. So you're paying attention. You have to know what you are willing to accept, and within that you have to freestyle a little bit as well. Because what if somebody presents to you something you've never seen before, which is 2 hands? What if I walk up to you like this? I want to shake both of your hands at the same time. What are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now what I'm gonna do. First of all, I don't shake people's hands unless I know that I'd eat their cooking. There's a lot of people whose hands I want to shake. I'll slap the back of your hand. I say, get out of here, buddy. But really the question is, how do I get out of doing the cultural norms? The way you get out of doing the cultural norms is you show people in the space that's created. Because when I come to you for a hug, I've just created a space. You can think of it like a rectangle behind me, along my side, and behind you. We're now engaged in our own space. You need to now make it a safe space for them. And I'm gonna tell you that their responsibility is to make it a safe space for you. Because we have to communicate, right? And if they don't wanna make it a safe space for you, there's no reason why you should feel bad about straight up telling them, don't touch me. There's a moment somebody wants to impede on your space. Hey, I like hugs. You saw that person? You know that person. The person that I like hugs. I'm a hugger. That's wonderful. I'm not. So don't try it. Or you might get hit in the throat. Again, no violence. No violence. But no, so for real, like my thing is this space that we're creating by interacting with each other has to be safe. Now let's just say that someone's playing by the rules. Well, hug meets hug, perfect. Hug meets fist bump or handshake, perfect. If hug meets, thanks so much. Notice what I just did. I put my hand out to let you know, to keep this space safe, come no closer. Now, obviously, it's different for me. I'm 6'2". I keep saying I'm 280, but I dropped like nearly 30 pounds. So I'm gonna keep saying 280, but I'm officially lying to you. I'm 6'2", 280. So this right here, me being a man and also 6'2", 280, like that comes with a specific implicit threat. But if you have somebody my size and you're 5'4", and I'm gonna come over and I'm like trying to overpower, well, at that point, if you're not trying to resort to self-defense, you gotta get out of the space because the space itself is no longer safe. So if the hug is literally from me to the camera and I'm coming this way, you gotta step off. It's that simple. And if you gotta run away, you run away because now you actually are making me feel very uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? The space, that's what I'm talking. I'm talking about the safety of the space. And if the person's not gonna make the space safe for you, you have to be comfortable and confident and capable of getting out of that situation, right? No, literally, shoving off, gone away. Oi, Gov, I'm afraid, being able to handle those situations where the cultural norms of the space that you're in defy what your boundaries are that you've set for yourself, and understanding how to be prepared ahead of time will help you to do nothing but be a boss, get your point across, and ultimately stop you from sounding stupid. I'll tell you right now, I wish somebody would try and shake my hand when I just told you I don't want to shake your hand. I wish you would. But again, I understand nobody's my size. You know what I mean? If you were my size, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Because the moment you tell somebody, I don't want you talking to me, I don't want you touching me, they're gonna say, oh, if I talk to him or touch him, he's gonna hurt me. But if you're small, then I get it. I'm so sorry for your size.